Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to look at all of the Magic Kingdom resorts at Disney World in Orlando. I've been asked a few different times to look at and compare all of the Magic Kingdom resorts over at Disney World, and so we're going to do that. There are 4 resorts that are qualified as Magic Kingdom resorts. You have the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian Resort, and the Wilderness Lodge. We have stayed at all 4 of these resorts, and I'm going to go through a few different categories for them and let you know what we think about each of them. We are going to look at the price, the convenience, the dining options, transportation, the rooms, and our overall pick. So the Magic Kingdom resorts are close to the monorail as well. There are 3 of them that have the monorail and 1 of them does not. So let's start with transportation while we're talking about it. So the Contemporary Resort has the monorail that goes right through it. Of course, the monorail takes you to Epcot and Magic Kingdom. You are much better off walking from the Contemporary Resort to Magic Kingdom as opposed to taking the monorail, but you could ride it all the way around if you wanted to. From the Contemporary, the monorail stops at the TTC, then it goes to the Polynesian Resort, then to the Grand Floridian Resort, and then to Magic Kingdom. So you'd have a little bit of a ride. It is convenient though at the end of the night from Magic Kingdom if you just want to hop on the monorail, take it to the next stop, and get off at the Contemporary if you don't feel like walking back. The other mode of transportation, like I just said, is walking to and from Magic Kingdom from the Contemporary. It's a very short walk, and that is our preferred method of getting to Magic Kingdom from the Contemporary. The Contemporary Resort also has buses that will take you to the other parks. The Grand Floridian does have a walkway to Magic Kingdom, which you can take. It's a bit longer than the walkway from the Contemporary, so keep that in mind, but it is an option. You also have a boat that will take you over to Magic Kingdom, and you have the monorail, which has a stop right there, which takes you to Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and you have the buses to take you to the other parks. The Polynesian Resort has the monorail that runs right through it, which again takes you to Epcot and Magic Kingdom. You have a boat that will also take you to Magic Kingdom, and you have buses that will take you to the other parks. You cannot walk it's not feasible to walk from the Polynesian to the Magic Kingdom. The last resort, the Wilderness Lodge. The transportation at the Wilderness Lodge, you have 2 options, by bus or by boat. So the boat will take you to Magic Kingdom, and the buses will take you to all the other resorts. You are much more limited in your transportation options at Wilderness Lodge. Our next topic will be price. I'm going to rate the resorts on price on a scale up to $5 signs. So the Contemporary Resort, I will give $4 signs out of 5 because you can get some pretty good deals over there on the regular rooms. While I'm mentioning price, all 4 of these resorts do have club level, so that is one thing to keep in mind. If you're interested in those club levels, I have videos on all 4 of them, so check out the channel and check out the videos. The Grand Floridian, I'm giving a 5 out of 5 because it is very expensive over there, and it's one of the most expensive resorts. The Polynesian as well, I'm giving a 5 out of 5 because it is very expensive as well. It's not often that you get a good rate on a room there because their prices are just so high to begin with. Wilderness Lodge, I'm going to give a 4. I would give it a little bit less than the Contemporary because you can get a resort view room there for $400 at times that I've seen during off-peak times. So the prices can be a little bit, it can be a little bit less expensive over there, but I would put it in the same range as the Contemporary. Let's talk about food options. The Contemporary, you have California Grill, Chef Mickey's, Steakhouse 71, the Outer Rim Lounge, and the quick service, which is Contempo Cafe. We always love California Grill. We've done Chef Mickey's once, didn't care for it. Steakhouse 71 is a very good option. They have really good food. We've never tried the lounge. We don't usually go to the lounges, so I'm not sure how the drinks are there. Grand Floridian dining options, you have Citrico's, Narcoossee's, 1900 Park Fare, which is character dining, the Grand Floridian Cafe, the Enchanted Rose Lounge, and the quick service, which is Gasparilla Grill. We have never eaten at Citrico's. Narcoossee's we ate at and it was very good. 1900 Park Fair was good food. Even though it was a buffet, we really liked the food. Grand Floridian Cafe, we always go to. We love the Grand Floridian Cafe. Even if we're not staying there, sometimes we just go over there to eat. And we have not been to the lounge there either. So somebody let me know how it is, since we never go. It's usually just me and the kids, so I'm not gonna go to a lounge. The Polynesian Resort has Ohana, Kona Cafe, the Tambu Lounge, the Pineapple Lanai, which serves Dole Whip, Trader Sam's Grog Grotto, which is a lounge, and the new Wailulu Bar and Grill over at the Island Tower, and the quick service, which is Captain Cook's. We've eaten at Ohana a couple times and we didn't like it. We didn't think it was worth the money, I'll say. The breakfast service is a character meal with Lilo and Stitch, so it's nice if you're a big Stitch fan. But the food is just so-so, and dinner is not, it's not a character dinner, but the food, again, is just so-so. For the price, we didn't want to go back again. Kona Cafe is good. We've eaten there a couple times and we liked Kona Cafe. We haven't visited any of the lounges, so again, I can't comment on those. Of course, Dole Whip is great, so we love the Pineapple Lanai. The Wailulu Bar and Grill, we only did takeout from them, but the food was very good when we did it, so we liked that one as well. At the Wilderness Lodge, you have Whispering Canyon Cafe, Story Point Dining at Artist Point, which is a character dining. You have Snow White, the Evil Queen, and the Seven Dwarfs. Geyser Grill and Territory Lounge. And the quick service there is the Roaring Fork. Whispering Canyon Cafe is good. It's a lot of food. It's real fun. You have to go there at least once. The servers are quirky and they kind of give you a hard time, and it's all in fun. And the kids really loved it. So, and the food is good. So we like to eat there. Storybook Dining at Artist Point, we did once. And we didn't care for the food. I felt like it was just too much money. We didn't really like the food, and the characters were great, but it was a one and done for us there. Geyser Grill, we always love. They have great burgers, they have wings. The seating is outside, so it's a real nice ambiance. We really like that restaurant. And Territory Lounge, we have not visited, so I cannot comment on that one. Next category we're going to talk about are the rooms, and we will start at the Contemporary Resort. The rooms here are themed after The Incredibles. They were refurbished a few years ago and they were done really well. The rooms feel fancy but fun at the same time. We really like the rooms there. We feel like they're a pretty good size. The balconies are a pretty good size. The other thing with the balconies there, we feel like you always get a pretty good view. You either have lake view or theme park view, and the lake view is beautiful. And the theme park view, you get to see the theme park. You do look over the parking lot a little bit, but you see the theme park in the distance, so it's not terrible. The Grand Floridian rooms are themed after Mary Poppins. They were refurbished not that long ago, and they're beautiful. They're elegant, they're nice, they're fancy. We love them. The balconies there are nice too, and it's hard to get a bad view there as well. The Polynesian Resort has Moana themed rooms. They are themed very well. There's a lot of Moana in them and they're fun. We like the theming in those rooms. The balconies are an issue. There's a lot of buildings on the second floor that do not have a balcony. They have a sliding door for a balcony and they have just a little railing outside. So you can open the door and look, but there's nowhere to sit. And that is a bit of a deal breaker for me. I like a balcony. I like to be able to sit out there. And for the price you're paying for this resort, I feel like every room should have a balcony. The Wilderness Lodge rooms are themed after the wilderness. The whole resort is themed after the Pacific Northwest. And I think there's some Chippendale in there and maybe some Bambi in some of the rooms, but they're not all themed. They're not all heavily themed towards a specific character or a specific movie or anything like that. They are themed well after the wilderness, but there's no specific characters consistently throughout. These rooms do seem a little bit less fancy or well refurbished. You can tell, like the thing I notice here is every time I'm in the shower here, is you can feel the shower insert. You can feel it's an actual insert, which I'm sure they're all inserts, I get it. but you don't know for sure. Like, it's not as easy to tell as you can at the Wilderness Lodge. You can put your hand in the shower and you can kind of feel that it's like a really thick plastic cover. Also at the Wilderness Lodge, you could get an obstructed view. If you're on the bottom floor, there's a lot of bushes and brush, so your view can be obscured by that. Even if you have, you know, a pool view room on the first floor, you might be obscured by a couple bushes. Also, some of the rooms overlook the parking lot, so you might be looking at that. The other thing about the balconies here at the Wilderness Lodge, the club level rooms. So I'm a big balcony person, I just said that. But the balcony rooms at the Wilderness Lodge are almost like enclosed. So when you sit in them, you see nothing but walls around you and a sky. You don't have any type of ambiance because you're overlooking the pool and the grounds, and it's beautiful down there. But when you're sitting, you can't see it. So you have to stand up the whole time on your balcony to be able to have any sort of view on the club level rooms, unless you're in a deluxe club level room, which is further away and in a different part of the resort, so you don't have those kind of enclosed balconies. Another thing to mention about these 4 resorts is they are all DVC resorts, so they do all have villas, 1 and 2 and 3 bedroom villas, which is nice if you have a large family or you're going to be here for a while and you want to have a full kitchen and a washer and dryer and things like that. So that's another nice thing to have at these resorts. So our next category will be convenience, and I'm going to do it on a 5-star scale. For the Contemporary, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. It's extremely convenient to Magic Kingdom. All you have to do is walk. You are right there, and it doesn't really get much better than that. You're pretty convenient to Epcot on the monorail, but you know, you're going to have to take a bus to Hollywood Studios and to Animal Kingdom and Disney Springs, of course. So as an aside, when I'm booking our vacations, wherever we're going to stay, I always look at the park days. The majority park day is where I pick my resort. If I'm going to be at Magic Kingdom the most, I'm picking a Magic Kingdom resort. If I'm going to be over at Epcot and Hollywood Studios, I'm going to pick a resort over there, like Beach and Yacht Club, Boardwalk Inn, over in that area. If it doesn't really matter to me, then I just pick whichever one I feel like going to. But most of the time, I want to be closer to the park that I'm going to be at the most, just to save time, because you know, transportation can take some time. Grand Floridian, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5 stars. You do have the added convenience of walking there. The Polynesian, I'm going to give a 3 out of 5 because you don't have the ability to walk over to Magic Kingdom from that resort. Wilderness Lodge, I'm going to give a 2 out of 5 because really the only way to get to Magic Kingdom is by boat. And the other parks is by bus, which is fine. That's the same as all the other Magic Kingdom resorts. But the other Magic Kingdom resorts, you have more than one way to get to Magic Kingdom. Some of them you can walk or take a boat or take the monorail. This Wilderness Lodge, you only have one way, and that is the boat. I think you can take a bus if the weather's bad, you know, like if the boats are shut down due to weather, which is another thing to keep in mind. If there's lightning, you're not getting on that boat, so you're gonna have to take a bus, which is fine. They do have buses that will go, but that takes away one of your convenience factors. Maybe you are comfortable walking, you know, if it just stormed and it hasn't been cleared yet. But either way, even if it's storming, you can take the monorail. So weather is another thing to keep in mind, because when the boats get shut down, it can really dampen everything. That's another thing to keep in mind with the Skyliner. We were at Caribbean Beach Resort, and we were going to the Rose and Crown fireworks dinner. Did a video on that. You should check that out. And there was a thunderstorm, and we were trying to take the Skyliner over to Epcot from Caribbean Beach, and they shut it down. So we were trying to hurry up and get over there. We ended up waiting for the bus. The bus took a while, longer than the Skyliner would have taken, but again, of course, they give you an option to get there. So we got on the bus, we got over there. We got there in time, but it just made it a little bit more stressful trying to get over there. All right, let's go over my overall pick for the Magic Kingdom resorts at Disney World. Number 4 is going to be the Polynesian. There's just something about the Polynesian. I don't like the dining options as much. The outside is beautiful, but if the weather is not great, it's just not, you know, you're not going to be outside, so it's not as beautiful. They don't have as many, they don't have any really kid options as far as crafts. So that would be why it comes in at number 4. Number 3 for me is Wilderness Lodge. I do like the dining there. The transportation brought it down a little bit for me. The kids' activities, they have a really, really nice activity center for the kids right by the pool. That, you know, that kept it out of 4 for me. And, you know, it's a great resort. We love staying there, but I'm gonna give it 3. Number 2 is the Contemporary. Contemporary is definitely the most convenient to Magic Kingdom. But there were, you know, some of the dining options are not as great. There is still good dining there, but it wasn't in our top, it's not our top tier one. Our number 1 pick, of course, the only one left, is the Grand Floridian. That is our number 1 pick. We've always loved staying there. The ambiance as soon as you walk in, which I'll tell you, the Wilderness Lodge, the Grand Floridian, and the Polynesian all have kind of a wow factor when you walk in because it's a big lobby with all this decoration. But the Contemporary Resort doesn't have that. When you walk in, you just kind of see, you know, the concierge check-in area and a little coffee shop area like a Joffrey's, which is another good thing. I forgot to mention that, but the Contemporary Resort does have a little Joffrey's area. So it doesn't give you that wow factor. But anyway, the Grand Floridian is our favorite. The price is expensive, which is really rough, so we don't stay there all the time. But they have great dining options, great transportation. The walkway is there. You also have a boat, you know, if you want to take the boat. The rooms are beautiful, and we just love it there. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please let me know of any other videos you would like me to post. We do have some upcoming stays. Next week is spring break. We're going to be staying at the Contemporary Resort Club Level and Pop Century. We're doing a split stay. I always like to do split stays. I just like it. I like to see different resorts. I like to get the best of both worlds. And also, Club Level is expensive, so sometimes I don't want to pay for many nights of Club Level. I just want to get a peek and a little taste of it. So we have that trip coming up. This summer, we're gonna have a lot of trips when the kids are out of school, but right now they're really busy with school and their sports and things, so that's what we're gonna do. Again, let me know of any videos you would like me to make. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching, and have a great day, everyone.